Right, I got a few people from Plan A going to be coming in for us. I don't have anyone from Care Bear Squad on my friends list, but we shall see.
Yo yo. Are we live?
Yes, we are live.
We are live.
Ah, awesome. Hey guys. I will be
Hello.
joined by Cats. Oh, so
Alright.
briefly.
Alrighty, we're just getting a few players from Plan A, and then we'll start up with
Sweet
some
as.
killer interviews, my friend.
Colour me keen.
But yeah, anything else to add from that? Obviously, best of three. We saw 3 maps, so I'm pretty bloody happy, Smith.
Oh yeah, I mean that's the first 3-mapper I've casted obviously all season because every mid-season game was a best of 2. But out of the finals I've casted so far, all of them pretty one-sided. I'm really really good game to watch. Process not quite as close as the first 2 maps, but the first 2 really entertaining in how close they were, back and forth, lots of back and forth. And I mean, one up to one team, one up to the other. How'd you? I guess we'll just start with a question with you, because no one's really here yet, taking some time. How did you feel kind of across the board? I mean, from the start to the end, how were the emotions, the emotional roller coaster of that semi-final?
Seemed actually like we started out like really positive. I mean, coming off with starting out with a 5-2 map win when we were pretty confident that we weren't necessarily gonna like have an easy ride of it. We felt pretty good going into Gullywash actually, which is actually by a long margin our worst map. And so actually managed to take 2 maps off playing aggressive on that was actually a big achievement for us. So going into process, we've actually felt pretty good, but I don't know, just those scouts, man. Couldn't deal with them.
Those scouts were crazy.
Yeah, those scouts, eh?
And I think I was just mentioning before that Cats Green. Yeah, I feel like you had a really good map on Snakewater, but not so good on Process. I feel like my guess is that you're probably just going on tilt a bit just because of those scouts. I mean, it's so hard as a roamer, getting shut down over and over again. Is that kind of what happened, or?
Yeah, like definitely on those mids as well. Like I would take ground, and those mids would just shoot. Like those scouts would just shoot me out of the air, and it was just full on tilt by that point. So
I mean, over to Plan A. I think we got Raggy, Malice, Bowen, all in here.
Hello.
Congratulations on the win. How are you guys feeling? Again, I asked Kruz the same question. How are the emotions throughout after losing that first map and then coming back strong on Gullywash and then playing a fantastic game on Process?
Well, not gonna lie, we didn't feel too good after Snakewater. It was not very good for us, but I don't know, we kept going. And Gullywash went better and we just got the momentum from there. We sort of knew that Gullywash and Process were our maps, and that Snakewater wasn't exactly our map, so we weren't exactly expecting to win on Snakewater. But yeah, the other 2 maps went well, and yeah, I don't know.
Certainly. I'm going to direct a question, by the way, of Raggy, my friend, the roamer for Plan A. You had a few huge maps, mate. How are you feeling about the game? I felt like a lot of the times you were out-fragging and out-damaging Styles, who's a pocket for you guys. Did that kind of change how you guys wanted to play around? I certainly know on Snake, when you guys were on the back foot, I felt like you were doing heaps of work on Snake for your team. Did that kind of change how you guys wanted to play your style, or?
I don't know. I think we just kept trying to play like how we practiced and keep up what we were trying to do.
Certainly.
I just kind of kept trying to do what I was trying to do.
Fair enough, mate. Fair enough.
It was working.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how are you guys feeling, Plan A, going into finals now? I know that the other semi-finals game has been played and your opponent's been decided already.
Who is it?
I think it's
I don't actually know.
actually, I think.
Yeah, Crackden made it into
Okay.
finals.
I was expecting that.
Yeah.
So, how are you guys feeling good about that?
I'd say yeah. Like, definitely, I think we can. As long as our DM holds up, I think we can probably win.
Certainly, and you already guaranteed a badge with a number 1 or a number 2 on it. So, I know you want the number 1, but at least it's some consolation going into the final. You can certainly, yeah. Anyway, we're joined by a few other players. We're joined by Morph and Hellion. from Care Bear, Hallian, you had a huge game on Snakewater, especially that first round, getting a 5k, 6k on mid. How are you kind of feeling? Very surprising for us as casters to see you going so huge on so many maps.
Well, I was pretty motivated and doing really well on the first map, and then on Gully, I've had some past experiences with that map, and I didn't feel very good going into process either. But I think I did pretty well on Snake.
Definitely. Any other questions from you, Smith, for these two teams? I got a few more up my sleeve, but any from you?
Oh, nothing I can think of off the bat. I'll let you go with a couple and see if I can think of one or two afterwards.
I got another one for Plan A. I don't want to give you guys too much love. I got a few more for you, Care Bear Squad, so don't worry.
That's fine.
But I want to know, Dr. Awesome's on holiday. He's been away. How's that kind of changed how you guys have played with Anzo coming in for you guys? Were you guys feeling that that's a bit of an equal trade-off for you guys? Or do you feel like, Anzo was lagging a fair bit, I heard, and I could kind of see, and you guys were saying that if he possibly wasn't lagging, then, he would have been, having a big game. But
I think both of our demos are Anzo and Dr. Awesome, they're pretty similar. So I think it wasn't much of a change going into it, really. The whole season, instead of having our demos, the whole season, and Malice was he had his computer die. So
yeah, my computer broke week 2. So I got my computer back last week, so this is the third round I've actually played.
And I know that feeling. My computer actually, I broke it kind of second or third round of the season when Ferris, and at the crucial moment when Ferris actually was going to go on holidays, so I actually couldn't play. We had to get right in. To be fair, that's probably a better trade for my team, but
that's nothing.
Yeah, I know that feeling, man. My computer's still busted. I'm still waiting on the money to be able to fix it.
My pocket, his computer doesn't have a fan in it, and he has to pay attention. He pays attention to the core temperature, and if it gets, he has to make sure that it doesn't go past a certain point, or else it'll fry his computer. So he on the hot days, he has to run 3 fans. I've heard. It's rumored. But anyway, Care Bear Squad, got a question for you guys. Word on the street is that you guys had some roster changes very recently. I kind of watched / participated in one of your scrims last night. You guys got Brian on med now. Is that true that there's been some changes around for you guys? Do you think that kind of affected how you guys kind of played tonight? If so?
It's a bit of a delicate issue, so I'm going to have to try and tread lightly on how I answer that one.
Well, the scrim last night, I mean, we didn't really have many core players actually playing. We just kind of switched it up last night.
All right.
But before that, we kind of figured out who we wanted to play this tonight, and yeah, we just decided to go with that. So
sure. Well, let me word it a bit more, delicately for you then. In light of those changes, did you guys feel more confident or less confident coming into tonight?
Definitely more confident.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. Coming into this game, we thought we would. We definitely had a chance. We were surprised that we actually did so well on Gully Wash as well, and the process loss was surprising for us, but the other team did really well. So
certainly. Well, I think certainly, great game from both teams. Going to third match, I think you can both congratulate yourself, and I think, great attitudes from both teams. I saw great, good rounds and stuff. So really nice to see from a casting perspective. Often, you often see the shit talk that doesn't get shown on stream, but there was none of that, which was really nice to see. And aside from that, I think that's all the kind of questions and stuff from me, Smith.
I just want to ask Care Bear Squad, so if you guys go into the third place match, obviously you're looking to get that third place medal up against I think it's Dino Squad.
Oh, Dino Squad, yeah.
Yeah. How are you guys feeling? Anything you guys maybe thinking you want to change up after these last 2 maps a bit, or just kind of take your game and see how you go?
Well, nothing core wise. We'll keep players as they are. We might just try to change up some strategies here and there. See how it goes.
Sure. And I think final question for you guys. I saw that at the start of the stream, you guys were maybe listening into the stream a little bit. I saw you guys maybe pausing at halftime. So were you guys giving us a little bit of a listen, or?
Actually, no. That was me. I need to go to the bathroom, and then I need to check something real quick. So
all throughout the second map, we were talking about channeling positive energy. And we thought that's what Plan A were doing. We're like, oh, don't get down, guys. Keep it going.
There were a few seconds where we were discussing some quick strategies just before the round started, so might have like stalled for like 20 seconds here or there. So
we need a bit of that as well. Just a bit of pep talk.
I think we're going to get into some shout-outs, and if there's no other questions from you, Smith.
No, that's it.
Big man Bowen, you got any shout-outs for us, my friend?
Shout-outs to Macca's Land Party. That's it.
Alright. Cat So Green, you got any shout-outs for us?
No, just really shout out to the team, the other team, the casters, everyone.
Cruz, any shout-outs from you, my friend?
Yeah, big ups to your man Law and the boys of Rack Mumble, all the old Liquid dudes, I believe some of which may have been listening in tonight. And that wraps it up.
Cool. Hallian, any shout-outs from you, mate?
Same as usual. Thanks for casting it, you guys. Thanks to my team, and thanks to anyone who was watching.
Malice, any shout-outs from you, mate?
Shout-outs to the casters. Kind of didn't expect Div 5 to be casted, seeing as like not really anyone outside of Div 5 cares, but yeah, that was nice. Also shout out to my boy Meme Raid Boss, who's been in chat watching and messaging me the entire time. But yeah, that's it from me.
Morph, any shout outs from you, mate?
Shout out to the casters, my team, Plan A as well. That's basically it.
Raggy, any shout outs from you, mate?
Just to the casters and my good mate Precious.
Alright. Smith, any shout outs from you, mate?
Yeah, shout out to Red Hawk for covering the stream. Shout out to Oxy for casting with me. And shout out to Spootly. I know you don't like watching the stream, but I feel like, you should probably tune in sometime. You might actually learn something.
Oh. Well, I'm going to chuck out some shout outs. Shout outs to my waifu, Dr. Awesome, who's away at the moment, but I'm sure I'm going to barrage him with some messages about how he could have been playing tonight. He could have been showing up for his team, walks away with a free badge. But good work from him. And shout out to Mum for bringing me some chocolate pudding midstream. It's always nice to have a knock at your door and say, "Oh, not now, I'm casting." It's like, nah, there's chocolate pudding and ice cream for you. So that's always good. Shout out to you, team. It's always good to be able to come out and support the lower divs, I feel, as a caster. It's really nice to be able to kind of come out and cast some Div 5 games, and they typically, turn out to be the ones that get the most viewers because everyone's always interested to see what Div 5 has to offer. But I think we're going to go over to some shout outs from Red Hawk before we wrap it up.
Shout out to everyone who watched, and shout out to the admins for fixing my fuck-ups yet again.
Alrighty. Well, I'm going to wrap this bad boy up. Thank you for watching with us, ladies and gentlemen. I've been Oxy. You've been joined by Smithsonian, my co-caster, with Red Hawk on production. This has been the L13 Division 5 semi-final. Best of 3 maps. The first map, Snakewater, going 5-2 to Care Bear Squad. And then Gullywash going 5-1?
5-3, I thought it was.
5-3.
Was it, or was it 5-2?
Playing aggressive. I'm not sure. It was so long ago. And then we see Process going 5-0 to Playing Aggressive. So Playing Aggressive are through to the final. Care Bear Squad down to the third place consolation final. Great game from everyone. And that is everyone here at Ozwatchers Casting signing out.